Greetings, fellow adventurers and storytellers, and welcome back to Fail with Hope. Yeah, Fail with Hope. A show with Daggerheart. We do have the new rule set that was just released last week. I am trying to get through it as quickly as I can and figure out what changes need to be made. Until then, we are still running with the beta playtest, at least for this week. I'm hoping by next month we'll be transitioning to the full rule set to give you all a taste of that. If you haven't gotten it yet and you're looking to play some tabletop role-playing games, I highly recommend it. It is very mechanics light. It is very focused on the narrative and you and all of your players all telling a story together. I think the physical copies are officially sold out, but there's digital copies available, and I'm sure there'll be a reprinting soon, given the demand for it. So we're excited to be playing Daggerheart. It has been a blast so far. Everything I've read of the official rule set is even better than what we have going right now. Much more polished and refined, and very much puts the initiative telling the story in the entire table's hands, which I just love. But as we have been playing Daggerheart, we have been exploring the kingdom of Tarkon and the lands that surround it. One of these lands, the homeland of the Sunni, the floating desert island of Marat, where a large incursion of shiners has been identified, causing the Marathi people to flee and evacuate. You all were sent as kind of agents of the kingdom to assess what's going on there. Find out if there is indeed what everyone fears, or at least those that know fear, a new rift in Marat where these shiners are coming out of. Through a little footwork, talking to some people in Ob, as well as a very large and depressed dragon who had been kicked out of his home, you have discovered that there is indeed a rift. And it lies within the Great Mound, this massive sandstone mountain that has been burrowed out like Swiss cheese, filling with the hives of many swarms of giant hornets, as well as the Arab despot himself, the ancient dragon who once resided there. En route to the Great Mound, you encountered a few Marathi under threat by shiners, and they were actually being defended by a shiner you recognized, what almost appears to be a woman in knightly armor, but with a familiar iridescent sheen to it.
She's like womanish.
Womanish. Feminine-ish.
Feminish.
This
hotter for that, actually.
This iridescent sheen that has come to be a sign of these shiners about. She, however, doesn't seem like most of the other shiners that have been encountered through the world. First off, she talks to you, and she seems against what is happening. She is very much opposed to the forming of these new rifts, and looks to your aid to help her and the group that she is a part of, known as the Solidarity, to stop a being known as Mamul, someone that she describes as the greatest of us, from continuing to create these rifts.
Ironically, or?
That's just the only description she has, is he is the greatest of us.
The most emotion, biggest.
Well, but also we have identified several of these like big shiner entities as being sort of associated with different qualities of feeling, like the anger that we experience in the Briarwood, the despair that we're experiencing here, and we suspect that Mamul being the greatest of us is sort of, that's the name of the feeling.
Oh, it was pride.
Kind of like pride, yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like pride.
You started to
Big
connect
Daddy with happiness or something.
these dots and find
Yeah, that's where we have to defeat the joy.
Well, not to defeat the joy, but to be happy while doing it.
The answer. We gotta be like very confident, like, what sparks joy for the whole entire continent? And then
And then we'll stab it.
Stab
Stab it in the face.
You started to connect these dots and to start to understand a little bit better about this world that lies beyond the rifts. Possibly the source of arcane magic, and apparently this world is a source of something for those on the other side. With this knowledge in hand, you continue towards the Great Mound. We're ambushed in the night by a pack of shiners coming to eat your faces with their chest mouths.
Eat your face with your chest mouths.
indeed.
Love
But
body horror.
Yeah.
with the help of Terika, the oil slick chick, you managed to defeat them, completing your rest and heading further towards the Great Mound. We will get to the Great Mound in a moment as Yvain spent the evening reaching out to his contact in the Kingdom of Tarkon, the first wizard of the High King, High Magister of the Convocation, and you have her stone in hand, which you can send messages to her.
Emrys, First Wizard, you hear me?
There's a few moments pause as the cold desert wind blows across. Before she responds, she says, yes, Yvain. Are you okay? What have you found out?
Yes, we are okay. We are on eve of battle. I am reaching out to check in. Situation in Mirat is very bad. There are packs of shiners roaming the desert and attacking anyone they find and slaughtering civilians and people trying to flee and everybody. Elders are holed up in Ob, underground city that I think is capital of Mirat or central of authority here. But there is great dragon named Eri Despot who has taken up position at entrance to city and is preventing others from leaving. We have managed to make alliance with the dragon under strange circumstances. We'll explain more later. But Dragon has given us information that Rift is in heart of his lair, which is inside giant hive of wasps in the center of desert. He also has told us that Rift was opened by a mysterious mage he described as old and frail woman who entered his lair and spoke to him and in some way befuddled him, cast some sort of magic upon his mind. And when he recovered his awareness, she was gone, Rift was open, and shiners were pouring forth in such numbers that he was driven from his own lair. All here seem to be suffering from despair. He's weighing heavy on us as well, but we are doing our best to fight it. We have made alliance with Oil Slick Chick, and she is accompanying us as we travel towards Giant Wasp Nest in hopes of finding out any information about Rift and hoping to at least stem tide of shiners and close if we can. Much has been learned about other side, too much to tell here. But tell me, any news from Sanctuary?
You can hear her voice coming back through this crystal. I don't know if you'll be able to close the rift. If you can, it would certainly be helpful, but if not, the people of Marat need to let the kingdom in. We need to seal that rift to contain what might come out of it. You know the risk is best left open. The Briarwood Wolf rift has been contained. The defenders are bringing the last of the residents of the Briarwood under our banner. Further fortifications will need to be put in place, but for the moment at least, the rift is temporarily contained. We need to do the same thing in Marat. Do what you can, but don't risk too much. What we need from you most is agreement from the people of Marat. We need access to that rift. Take care. I hope to see you soon.
Can I, you can just kind of keep that. Understood, First Wizard. Tell me. I, likewise, am not optimistic about the chances of closing Rift. Information from Oil Slick Chick suggests that once Rift is open, very difficult, if not impossible, to close. But if we make it to Rift, is there a possibility that we can stabilize? How is this done?
It involves a number of pieces of machinery, both involving engineering, state-of-the-art engineering, and powerful magics. Not something one could travel with easily. I know of no way to close a rift, to contain it beyond these devices, like the ones you saw in Sanctuary.
Ask her about throwing rocks in.
Is there any way to bury Rift? If it is subsumed in material, what will happen?
I don't know. I assume whatever touches the rift will pass through. But you said it was inside of a great mound?
Great mound of giant wasp nest in heart of desert.
I suppose if you could find a way to bring the entire mountain down on top of it, that might buy us time.
Kraken probably would not appreciate that.
He may not. Fate of the entire kingdom rests in securing that rift. If it's not contained, the Shiners will overwhelm us.
How quickly can Kingdom forces be at Rift if we are to obtain information from elders?
The defenders have been gathering at the border for weeks. Now that we have confirmation that the rift is there, we can get the devices needed to contain it. A week and a half, 2 weeks at the most. We began preparations already, planning for the worst but hoping for the best. Now that there's confirmation, we can move things along further.
Okay.
Good luck. Be careful. Don't risk too much.
Yeah. Emotions. Did you other like that seems to be what's happening with these rifts? Totally in character.
One something. It seems like there are Shiner entities with more self-awareness than was previously known to us. And from what we understand, it seems like those people, beings, I don't know what to call them, are associated with great emotion. They gain power by focusing on one particular emotion. In Briar there was being associated with anger. Here, one associated with despair. But we have heard of, over all of them, there is ruler Mahu, and he is associated with pride, perhaps, or arrogance. Stay alert for signs of this.
I'll be on my guard.
If you are not here from us within 2 days, then I think that probably we are not coming back from Wasp Nest. We will check in if we are able to learn anything or escape.
Please do. Take care of yourselves. The kingdom owes you a great debt. I need to take what you've given me and bring it to the High King.
That.
Hold strong. We'll get help to you as soon as we can.
Thank you, First Wizard.
With your message
Over
your message sent, you do all complete your rest in the desert, a little bit more exposed to the elements than you had been the night before, but still managing to get through the night's rest. The following day, as you sledded across the dunes, avoiding the larger stone outcroppings that occasionally come out from underneath the sand as the dunes blow past, you could see the horizon shifting from kind of the rolling, smooth dunes to these jagged peaks on the horizon. And as you got in closer, you could see one peak among them standing the tallest, the peak that Suni identifies as the Great Mound. And you can see, rather than kind of a pointed top, it does seem to be a little bit more eroded and worn down, more of a rounded off shape to it, but still, based on what you think its distance is on the horizon, a large mountain at the heart of this range. And as you approached even closer, you could see what seemed like a shadow across the land. Getting closer and closer, you realize it is not a shadow. It is moving and writhing on the surface of the sand. And you can start to make out figures of an iridescent shine on them, what looks like dozens, hundreds, maybe thousands of shiners of varying sizes and shapes swarming around this larger mountain in the center. You see a few individuals and a few packs and groups of these shiners moving off from the larger horde at the center to wreak havoc throughout the Marathi desert. But the bulk of them seem to be kind of congregating around this great mound here, where you all have kind of pulled your sand ship up to a halt to see this sight in front of you and to see this mile-long horde of shiners between you and the mound itself where the rift is inside of. And that is where we left off last time, where we pick up this time as you stare upon the sea of shiners in front. They're still a few miles distant. You kind of didn't stop close enough for them to come running out and attack, but close enough that you can kind of see what's going on in front of you, what lies between you and your destination.
And as we stand there and we're looking out and stuff, Yvain, you see two lines appear on your arms that they start to glow and they look like little octopus tentacles.
Yes.
Scales? I don't know what your skin looks like, but...
Why I have little suckers on my scales?
Well, I learned this funny trick, and it's to make sure that if anything is to happen to us, if anything is to happen to us, maybe this will get somebody back home to tell our story.
Can I have tentacle suction cups too?
Sorry, I can only go once. Kind of feels like the main character of the story, so I might as well make sure he lives.
I am in hands of Octavia, the eight-limbed octopus goddess of fate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She will help you if something really bad is to happen. She can not make the worst thing happen. Like our poor friend Zira.
Oh, so he won't get killed. He might just get horribly maimed.
Yeah.
Like his not peg leg might become a peg leg.
Please
Yes.
thank Octavia for the embrace of her tentacles.
Yes. Yes. Everybody gets a hope.
As you all feel the hope rising up in you, Tarika standing near the bow of the ship,
If I get a little more hope, I can do it again.
her smaller three-fingered hands going out and gesturing to this landscape in front of you. She just says, "This is but a fraction of what Mamul will bring to bear if his plans come through. He has been gathering thousands to his cause."
What was the name of the spare entity that is over there?
I do not know if he has come through. But
More on
these
that.
feelings you speak of,
Pagasa.
Prakasa,
No one can make you feel despair like an Italian grandma, right?
And there is no
Oh,
way
that's-
to
Hey!
fly,
Pagasa!
fly under the
Italian
radar,
grandmas are very sweet, but...
not disturb these shiners, these others. They are not smart like you. Is there any way that we can get through?
I could certainly get through them. It is how I came.
Wait, you want to go there, Suni?
Can
But I do
we
not
have to
think
get to Rift and there's the journey in the way. I ask if maybe there is a way that we can like be hidden.
I do not think I can get all of you through.
I thought you meant through the rift.
Yeah, look through shiners into wasp's nest.
To hide among the wasps, we know how to do. But to hide among shiners,
To get you through all of those, I do not see how without effect.
Do we just have to be really sad? Do we just have to feel our despair? Will that make us blend? Is it?
These things you speak of, feelings,
Mm-hmm.
but what,
to feel them is to make them stronger.
Oh, okay. No despair.
Happiness.
Joy.
But it is what the guy wants though. Would it keep us alive as we walk, as we make our way through if we felt that thing? Is that not what?
I do not think so. These Mahoshans, as soon as they sense your feelings, they will attack.
So
Create more feelings, strong feelings. What is word?
Fear?
Fear, terror.
they won't fear.
Strong emotion.
The strong emotion.
So if we feel nothing, that would be like being invisible?
Can you do this thing?
We have more Blue Nose.
I think Blue Nose was pretty happy. We're like, don't feel things.
Pulls out the mason jar.
Sadly, I've only heard of people being able to achieve that in small monasteries, not one.
But we're not. It's real hard.
Well, but
maybe
when
we
you guys
can
were like
talk
all
about
high and shit, you were like not as affected by the despair, right?
Also, like, here's the despair, and here was I. So, like, it was there, but meh.
So,
Because I've totally been here this whole
drugs
time.
don't solve your feelings. Is that?
They don't fix your feelings.
don't
Like
fix
perhaps
your
for
feelings.
They just help you have fun.
You need to have discipline to feel nothing.
Like Batman.
Who is Batman?
I don't know. Just this guy I heard of once on the television with copyright.
What is television?
Also, I don't know.
As you sit discussing this, watching this writhing swarm of shiners on the horizon, kind of rippling in waves almost like an ocean of these beings from beyond the rift. Those of you kind of looking in other directions see another darkness on the horizon behind you. You kind of draw everyone else's attention to it, others look back. You can see what looks like a dark cloud rolling across the sand. Suni, you immediately recognize what looks like an enormous sandstorm that is blowing this way quickly.
Okay.
Great. It's almost like we're just being forced.
Is this a rock and a hard spot kind of situation? Sarika, you said that you could maybe get like one of us through.
Do not think that I could get myself through. I do not know if I could get any of you. Your feelings are strong.
So I've totally been here. I've totally been, like, listening to the plan, and I know exactly what's happening right now. I just have a question.
He's good that there's a plan in your mind.
Yes, yes. I know what we've been talking about and everything. I've been super paying attention, and I put my really, really fancy crocheted work I've been working on while everybody's been talking about lore back.
We're waiting for the dragon.
Yeah. What is the plan?
So there is sandstorm coming, and we need to get to Rift, and there's army in the way. And
Yeah,
there's
what
dragon.
happens when we get there, though?
There is no plan, and it's even worse now.
I'm only asking because didn't we only just tell the dragon we were doing this?
We have told elders that we would investigate.
Do we have to go into the big thing with
Yes,
this?
we have.
Do we have to do that?
The world is going to end if we don't
But
stop
we-
things.
Yeah, but we're discussing when we set out to find the rift in center of desert, we thought that perhaps we could close rift. Tarika is telling us closing rift probably not possible.
But if it is
First
made,
wizard is telling us
She has no idea either, right?
rift could be stabilized with machinery and engineering.
Yeah, but there's no.
Which
she
we
doesn't know
don't
how to
have.
there's nobody who knows how to actually like close the rift.
But she
to-
is also saying that probably not able to just close
Yeah.
there must be a way to close it.
She
If there's
is-
a way to open it with using the book and We Are the Magic, there must be a way to close it.
She suggests that perhaps bringing down Wasp's Nest is, to lucky say, throwing rocks into rift.
Yeah,
Perhaps is buy us time.
yeah. Just bring down the whole mound, but the dragon's not gonna like it. But there is also the possibility of finding out what opened this rift if we go in there,
There might be
We will
another
learn
one.
more if we are able to get close.
which is kind of an upside to going in there. Because I sure would like to know who's opening these things.
We need to get around the army. We can't fight every single one of those shiners.
But if dragons arrive,
Distraction.
we make a run for it. Perhaps on the for a sandstorm?
If we can maybe use our ship and go as fast as we can with this direction.
I start looking around for the dragon.
As you have this discussion and you start to look around and look over your shoulder and you can see
There it is.
when you in charge, this sandstorm
Yeah,
is
that makes
approaching unnaturally close. What was kind of a dark cloud on the horizon, you can now see is this wall that is rushing towards you.
Okay, maybe we are. Are we on the?
Make an instinct roll.
I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna dig a hole in the hole.
I think we should just hop on the sand ship and just get ready to fucking roll.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if we try to rush them.
Yeah.
8 with hope.
8 with hope.
Yeah.
Take a hope.
Yeah, careful.
Did you feel hope?
No, it's with hope. I don't know if I failed or I don't know.
Shell hope.
It's
You
an
did
8.
Fail with hope.
Woo! Did the thing!
We did it.
I suck.
You see that this wall of blowing sand is approaching at an unreasonable pace. It is going to be, you are going to be consumed by it within minutes, even though it's still miles off. Look forward again to see in front of you this horde of shiners, and you do feel yourself kind of being pinched in with fewer and fewer options of where to go.
I can't see anything and I don't know what to do, and honestly, like, oh boy.
As you
Where's
all
my goggles?
are taking this
Goggles on.
in, sliding your goggles on, taking this in.
We're on the ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You bring the goggles down just before the first of this curtain of sand starts to blow across where you are, and looking back.
Events have overtaken our planning session.
As this wall of sand approaches, you start to see there is a dark spot in this wall of blowing sand. Starts to resolve, and with the goggles on, allowing you to kind of keep your eyes open as this sand blasts your face and starts tearing away your skin.
That too.
You can scars come up. You can see enormous pinioned bat-like wings flapping at the front of this sandstorm. You can start to see this kind of sinuous body snaking its way through the air at the front of this sandstorm as it comes barreling up on top of you. You do feel the blast of the front of this storm hitting the ship and kind of causing it to lurch and move forward slightly, starting to fill the sails up, although not being rigged for this at the moment. You're not moving too much now, but you very much can start to make out at the front of this sandstorm, as if stirring it up and leading it himself. The Arab despot is coming flying home.
This is best chance.
Yes, go.
I don't know which ones to grab. I have been mansplaining this.
You go to grab the rigging, adjusting the sails, and you can see the force of this storm coming blowing in. The ship very quickly lurches forward and starts to get pretty much to maximum velocity almost right away, just as this sandstorm comes rushing over the top of all of you. You all have to kind of reach down and grabbing onto ropes. If everybody could please make strength or agility reaction rolls.
Oh, we should have tied ourselves to the boat.
Reaction rolls.
Reaction rolls.
You stick to the mission.
You
on
can't
this
use.
one.
I was gonna say, you can use experience with pretty much anything, right?
I'm going to use Nimble.
Okay.
I'm gonna use that.
Oh, frick!
Woo!
There we go. You got him.
15 crit.
20.
20.
16.
16.
Oh, sorry.
19.
Yeah.
You all do manage to maintain it. You actually feel the sand ship itself almost like tips over on top of itself from the force of this wind coming along with the sandstorm. It skids along on the sand for a moment before boom, settling back down again, allowing you all to get your footing once again, correcting the sails to keep the momentum going. And then you see the dark shadow flying over the top of you. You can feel beyond just the wind blowing at your back, this sudden gusts of downward force as these wings fly over the top of you, and then roaring out across, and you can see what looks like the mass of shiners in front of you seem to suddenly be turning in this direction as well, roaring out in this ancient primal scream, rattling the ship even in the violence of this storm. The roar of the arid despot echoes out across, seeming to sing in concert with the roaring winds of this sandstorm, kind of sending chills up your bones like a small prey animal getting its first glimpse of the predator on the horizon. The rest of you all hear this primal roar. Yvain, you hear in the tongue of the dragon, "Rise up, my minions! Daddy Despots home!" As the sandstorm...
I mean, this is very serious. And we're not funny at all.
The sandstorm blows over the rest of you. And you can see with your goggles on through the storm, you can just see, it looks like the mound itself is almost like melting. You can kind of just see the silhouette through the sandstorm, and then you realize it's not melting, the shape is distorting and it's almost getting bigger. And so you start to see that there is a dark cloud forming as you're rushing with the front of this sandstorm closer and closer towards the Great Mound. You can start to see from out of the many holes pockmarked all over this mountain, streams of something is flying out, and you can even among the sandstorm start to feel more than you can hear this like buzzing vibration sound.
Is this a really bad time to say I'm allergic to bees?
Yes.
Yes. Please keep them yourself, thank you.
You very much recognize the largest swarm of giant sand hornets you've ever seen in your life. And this swarm seems to pour out of the mound itself and then come collapsing down around the rest of the shiners that surround this mountain. Just as the front wave of this sandstorm hits, blowing them out of the way as if hit by an actual physical wave in front of them. You can see bodies of shiners going tumbling off to either side as the arid despot comes roaring through just a few feet off of the ground itself, snatching and slashing, snapping down with his toothy maw, and vice versa, as he roars through, and you can see the combination of this blast of wind of the sandstorm combined with the arid despot himself. There seems to be almost like a lane opening up in front of you towards the heart of the mountain. You all continue to ride this wave, the ship continuing to kind of buck and toss, lifting off of the ground, the force and the violence of the winds that are driving you, all of you holding steady as you try and navigate as best you can, as it's not a straight shot through this army of shiners. You can see off to either side hundreds of more of these shiners that are still just kind of getting their bearings again, getting their feet or pseudopods or wings or whatever they use for locomotion back under control, and starting to snarl and yip and scream, getting excited seeing you all passing through the center of them. You can see the Air Despot has taken a pretty good lead in front of you, clearing out this path as your ship is cruising through the sands, dodging around some of these rock formations about. And you can see with this dark cloud of swarming giant hornets coming down from above as well, kind of clearing off the side of this mountain, where you can see a number of these large holes being bored into the face and the sides of the mountain itself. You can see just within a couple of minutes you have closed the gap on the Great Mound itself, this pathway opening up in front of you. And the Air Despot kind of approaches the side of the mound itself and swoops up to turn and start making another pass back through. You can hear his roar echoing out even over the violent sandstorm around you, as he continues to lay waste to this army of shiners around. But you can start to see through the sandstorm, the shiners have started to regroup and collect themselves, and those that have the ability flying up to attack this massive dragon as well.
I do shoot any of them.
Shooting blast out,
we go, like,
taking out some of them as well, absolutely.
Oh yeah, Thor hammer.
Just do that.
Thor hammer, ricocheting back and forth, bouncing off in between the shiners, back to your hand to be thrown out again. You continue to help clear the path to get you closer to the mound itself, and you can see you are quickly approaching one of the larger of these tunnels bored into the base of this mountain, leading into the interior of the mountain itself, which is just when using a fear token.
I was just wondering, I mean, why did he even bring us? You know, obviously he's got this all on his own.
Using a fear token, you, too late due to the sandstorm, you didn't spot one of these larger sandstone outcroppings poking up out of the sand. The ship crashes into it. You hear the wood splintering, the ropes snapping, the sail itself flying free and immediately disappearing into the winds of the sandstorm. As you all come tumbling and rolling off of the ship, off of this violent crash around you. If I could again have everyone make, this time only agility reaction rolls.
Only agility?
I would take a finesse.
Come on.
To be a higher number to hit.
How about a strength to hold on tight?
To not break a bone.
Holding on tight would be worse.
Yeah,
And you're in a crash, you want to loosen up.
Alright.
Mogar?
Yep.
Fail.
18.
Success?
Why?
Suni?
20.
Success?
10.
Fail?
8.
Fail.
Let's go.
Yeah. The biggest and the smallest.
The fails take 3 physical damage as you tumble and strain. You also
I
mark
ripped my armor a little bit.
You also mark a stress
Oh boy.
as the tumble and crashing halt takes a physical toll on your bodies.
Oh my god, I get up and I just look at my hair. This is fucking ridiculous. And I'm just like, just trying to fix my hair and fix my. Dude, this is just really. This is fucking awful.
Those of you
No,
that
it's great. You're very windblown. Okay.
Those of you that succeeded take 1 physical damage from your crash. you can just catch a glimpse around you. The ship itself that you have rode in here is just in pieces, much of it being lifted away in the sandstorm itself, some of it taking out more shiners as it goes ripping through the crowds of it.
We are going to need new exit strategy.
You
I'm really sorry, Chuck. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're obviously a little stressed, a little pagasa
Wait, did you say the market stress? I'm sorry.
or
Yeah, only the
something,
fails.
or some kind of shiner. You're feeling a little shiner.
As
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
let it go.
see,
Don't let it happen again.
you all kind of collect yourselves, trying to like dust the sand off, but there's just more sand blowing in and getting stuck in everything.
I just
I must just accept.
Adjusting your goggles once again, keeping your mouth covered, you can see through the grit of this sandstorm. There's only a couple of 100 feet between you and the base of this mountain where you can see one of these large openings leading within.
Start running for it.
Let's go, people!
You start to run through, and you can see at the edges of it, with the sandstorm, you can only see 50 to 100 feet around you anyway, and you can see at the edges of your vision, this lane that has been opened up is starting to collapse as the shiners come surging back inwards. You can hear the distant roar of the Arab despots still flying over, harrying and tormenting the shiners around you, as well as this droning buzz of this swarm of wasps that has come out for Daddy Despot to defend his home.
So the wasps seem to be biting shiners.
Yes. As you all start to run forward, away from the scene of the wrecked ship that you survived, running towards the base of the mountain, coming from out of one of the holes of the mound itself, you can see this almost dazzling display of flickering light. Before, you didn't catch it at first with the kind of buzzing drone of the hornets, the sandstorm whipping around you and the roar of the dragon, but you can hear a second droning sound. This one, a deeper pitch than that of the swarm around you. This kind of low sound, as you can see emerging from one of these holes. A shiner whose form a few of you recognize as that of a flicker fly, the shiner that you had encountered in the Briarwood.
When we met Tulak?
Tulak first met all of you.
Ah.
However, that flicker fly was a juvenile about the size of a horse. The one you see coming out now has a wingspan 15, 20 feet wide.
Whoa.
Coming flying out of this hole. It's 3 triangular shaped eyes that kind of a red glow in them seems to lock onto all of you. It comes flying out of the mountain and towards all of you. Let's get into the action. You tried to infiltrate the Great Mound.
It was really nice playing with you guys.
That was cool action.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Kind of saying you're
You
great.
used to have really perfect skin.
It's gonna be nice and exfoliated now. This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
People pay tons of money for this kind of sandblasting.
You know, and at some
This
point
is
you
like-
might go beyond exfoliation to just defoliation.
Yeah, this is like macro dermabrasion.
Everybody.
Whole dermabrasion.
This is just abrasion.
Yeah, just don't have a base anymore.
Remember to put salt on
It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
What skin?
Blue? Woo!
Putting lotion on both of them.
So yes, you approaching this mound, and you can arrange yourselves differently if you were running in a different order. I just kind of put frontliners in the front. Approaching this mound, this fully formed adult flicker fly comes out of the mound in front of you, and seemingly is coming to intercept all of you.
No.
The action is on all of you. Oh, you guys probably can't see the map, can you?
I can't.
Yeah, you can.
I'm here. I did it.
Feels good.
All this room goes right underneath it.
Has to happen. There's something about it. I don't think it actually moves, but Courtney was already off of it anyway.
Okay.
Action is on all of you as the sandstorm continues to rage, the arid despot continuing to harry the rest of this Shiner army. But you can see the lane that was created for you is quickly closing back in, the Shiners swelling back to refill the hole that was created, giving you limited time to get past this flicker fly and into the tunnels. Although you have seen the flicker fly goes into the tunnels as well.
I'm inclined to try Mystic Feather, which would restrain it and bring it to the ground. Unless anyone wants to do anything before that.
No, that's cool.
No, that sounds cool.
Bring it down. Make it so I can hit it.
I mean, it's far away. I don't know. It might, get out of that before we get there, but it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
Dark can just run yourself with the flame.
Yeah. So just kind of like limp running across the ground. I stumbling a little bit, kind of lean the step forward and attempt to Mystic Feather it, which is wait, how do I do that? That's probably not within range. Far range? No, right? Might have to get closer.
Far range, yes, you have to get closer.
Where would you say roughly?
Somewhere around here.
Okay, so I'll do it as soon as I hit that point, but it's gonna be a couple rounds before I get there. Sorry, guys.
But if you wanted to make a roll, you can try and move further. This.
No, I think it's good if it did take you some time. That way we can get close to it. So when you
Okay.
do tether it, then
Okay.
we're ready to hit it anyway.
Got it. Okay, cool.
It also
Well,
might move closer.
Oh
In
yeah,
that
it's pretty
case-
big. That makes sense too.
what I will do to give myself the run in there is Tapa's armor, which is not a roll, it is an action.
Okay.
I was gonna give myself 1d6 to my armor score.
Do you want to stay close to Mogar and tag team with him, and I'll stay close with them, and that way we're kind of shielding.
So I'm really, really stressed.
Okay, I'll stay close
That's
to
why I was yelling
Mogar.
at you before.
I thought you were Pagasa.
No, I wasn't legit. My hair is pulling. I'm pulling my hair out. I'm fucking
Okay.
stressed.
You stay with them. I'll go up with Mogar then.
Okay.
Because they're less likely to take the hits anyway.
Yeah.
Because we'll frontline it then.
Action's still on you.
Well, I can put a fire one I can probably fly over that. I don't know how tall the wall is.
Also, I think we need to get.
Yeah, you gotta get to the other side of that wall.
Why don't we let it go? Let it fly to us.
Well, we still have to.
We want to get to the mound or inside of it.
Yeah, but we moved as an action. We're just giving him actions
Yeah, but if we don't.
without doing anything to him to the thingy, but giving them an action every time we move without doing anything. I'm just thinking of it as
I
more
would like
of
to become unstoppable before we start taking a lot of damage.
yeah.
So, but we will not have fought Pagasa with him. Hold on.
It's the end of the scene.
End of the scene per long rest. So is this the one for it, or Pegasus is probably the one we're gonna... Are we gonna fight the Shiner? We're going in the hole.
We're going in the hole. I think
This is
I
probably.
should save
probably
it.
have to fight it to get in the hole.
So I'll save my unstoppability.
Wait, you can get how many before we go into the?
I can only be unstoppable once per long rest.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna save it and not be unstoppable this time. I still reduce my damage by my armor score. So.
What are you doing?
I was thinking more strategic work.
I think it
that's-
makes sense,
but that's like,
actually.
if we got something to do too, I think if he's gonna come closer to us, I think most of us have things we can do. If it gets closer to us. And you can't run too fast.
Yeah. I mean,
So we would just be giving him actions after actions for us running.
but we still have to cover that distance.
And now,
And there's
no.
and there's like shiners closing in from either side.
Maybe it's better to give him these actions now.
Um.
So I'd run. I'll run.
Do you just want to run or you want to do other things?
I mean, I can't really do anything else.
Mogar can get up there quickly, right? Because he's got that like running jump.
So yeah, I'll give you a
But,
boost.
but I don't want to send him too far in the front line without anyone there to block
Strategically,
you.
though, if we're all trying to get to the mound, we're all going to be moving forward, trying to do stuff. Maybe Mogar going ahead a little bit makes it so that like the enemy's not going to be getting closer to, because that's just going to slow us down from like moving towards the mound, you know? So
Yeah, I
maybe
think
that's
we'll be
a
okay for a
strategy.
round.
No, I'll be fine.
That might be a strategy to keep it by the mound.
I charge ahead.
You need a boost?
Alright, what are you doing?
I'll just, I want to use my death maneuvers. I can
Okay.
mark a stress to move anywhere within far range without making an agility roll to get there.
Damn.
Okay, mark stress.
Does that mean that's not an action? Oh,
I take
no.
it. I get stress from it.
Oh, man.
It's
Worth a
okay.
shot.
It was worth a shot.
That's because I yelled. I'm so sorry.
It's alright. It's alright.
I'm so sorry.
You just distracted.
I know.
We wouldn't stop.
I got you.
Sweet.
Oh damn! Mogar just takes off.
Maybe.
I am like.
You know what,
He's just doing cartwheels and flip-flops and just, okay, I'm going. See ya.
You're doing like a gymnastics routine across the sand.
does that say, does it use an action? Does it say marker stress?
Yes. So everyone else can still do things.
Or you can use an action. Just when you throw.
I already ran out that far.
But that wasn't your action to do it, right?
No. Also, the boost is
You gotta have an ally.
within close range, yeah, and then I can make an attack on an enemy within far range.
Oh, wait, I have a stress.
Not very far range.
Yeah.
So
So if somebody got up there next to you,
yes, yeah,
you
yeah,
could.
yeah.
I would say if you wanted to also make an agility roll, you could keep moving forward.
That's so risky. Then it's like multiple rounds, you're just next to it, face to face with this gigantic horde. It's like a whole herd of horses wide.
But it's not like we can't do distance damage. It is risky.
You guys can. To me, it's terrifying. I'm like literally all I am is a turtle shell.
I'm gonna stay right here so that way I might be able to bait it closer for you, Vane.
You can see,
Heather.
just where you stopped at right there, there is one of these sand dunes that starts up. You want to be in front of that sand dune or have the dune between you and the shine?
Okay, can we like
No,
action
I stand in front of
hide?
I stand on
Are
top
those
of the sand
actions
dune.
that we can do?
You want to hide?
Do you wanna hide?
Nope.
What are y'all doing?
Well, I'll move forward too. I run forward. Using my action to run as fast as far as I can.
Make an agility roll.
Is also drinking a potion an action?
Yes.
Do you just want to clear
Okay, so
some
I just run until I can't run no more and then take a drink of my potion.
Okay, got it.
So I don't have to do that wouldn't be 2 actions then, right? Okay.
Action's still on all of you.
Well, shoot. Well, no, I said I was gonna stay with you guys. So I'm gonna stay with you guys.
Where are you gonna stay with us?
to take damages if the big thing comes at you guys, and
Okay.
Jax is going up to.
Man, but
Oh no,
also-
I said I'm going up with Mogar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We're all
move.
going to scoot.
Yeah, we're all going.
Yeah,
Okay.
everybody's scooching. You can just be in front.
I'd like to make an agility roll to try to catch up to Mogar,
Okay, go for it.
if that's okay with you guys.
Do I delete it from my?
I don't think I do. It's a 6 with hope.
Manager.
You do manage to catch up to Mogar.
All right.
You get a Charlie horse doing it, so you mark a stress.
All right.
As you failed with hope.
It's a thing twice.
Oh wait, I already filled these.
That does put the action onto me.
What further I got?
Yeah, because you didn't use an action to
Oh yeah, I was
keep going.
Alright, and
Wouldn't
All
it
of
be
the-
nice
all of the
if
items.
we could all
And
run
all.
fast?
Unlockable with the formal set.
That makes sense.
And if
Yeah.
we could
Makes
just
sense.
knock John Moss down. Then we
this
could all just go and go Moss.
giant flicker fly comes roaring, buzzing out of the mound's many tunnels
You really have to do it that way?
and its side and comes flying out towards all of you. It is flying maybe 10 or 15 feet up in the air above you. As it gets to here, it will use an action and a fear. As
No, we're still very close.
you can see the
No, but I
iridescent,
can't retaliate.
scaly-like
It's not
carapace
anything.
that covers it seems to almost kind of start to ripple. These like pulses of colored light start to flash down the sides of this massive flying shiner insect
Whoa.
as it begins its mind dance.
Ooh.
Everybody within close range, which is just Jax, Mogar, and Tulok.
Is this
Damn it.
magical effect?
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh
Can I
no.
counterspell it?
Ooh, you have counterspell?
You can
My
interrupt
counter's
a
a
spell.
spell.
You can interrupt a spell or magical effect that is taking place to make a reaction roll using your spellcast trait.
Create a magically dazzling display.
On a success, the spell or effect is immediately stopped and any consequences are avoided, and this card is placed into your vault.
Damn.
Yeah, make your check. This is a reaction.
Yep.
Reaction roll using my spell.
You see these lights starting to pulse and flare up.
Thank you, my knowledge is -1. I cannot survive a mental blast.
That's going to be a 19.
That is a success. How do you counter this magical effect?
Well, as the I see the kind of shimmering of its carapace kind of intensify, and my staff starts to vibrate in my hand and kind of thrum as it like picks up on the magical power being put forward into the world. And almost without thinking about it, I swing the staff up to point at it and muttering, and just the sort of there's just like a flare of crystal light out of the tip of it, and you guys probably aren't looking at the staff or looking at the thing, but if you were, you just have this sort of like after image across your vision for a minute, and when it clears, the lights have sort of dimmed back down to their normal intensity.
And these two light
You do it with
shows,
magic, that's how.
two light shows kind of counteracting each other, dulling the effects of the Flicker Fly's mind dance on your allies.
Yeah.
It
Very nice.
has Relentless, so it's going to go again.
Oh, okay.
Well, you guys didn't do it twice.
I'll actually spend a fear to get 2 more actions.
Okay.
As I have to spend,
Relentless. I'm just gonna get some more action.
as I have to spend 2 of them for it to make its whirlwind attack. As you can see,
Get knocked over.
these wings, insect-like wings, buzzing and fluttering behind it. The lower pair suddenly stop rigid as the upper pair continue to flutter, and it just starts to spin around as these lower wing blades literally slice down towards Mogar and Tulok. And I'm just realizing I forgot to put Tarika on the map. I'll deal with that in just a second. She is there with the rest of you. Okay, so it is using its whirlwind attack against Mogar and Tulok.
Whirlwind.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So that's making it in melee with us?
It's in very close.
But it's in melee with me.
No, it's very close. Again, its lower wings kind of extending out like blades. It starts to spin like a whirling dervish, slicing these wings towards the 2 of you. It got a 17 to hit.
Yeah. That's funny. I mark a stress to take Mogars.
And your evasion scores were in half for this attack. But
Okay, yeah.
Why?
all right, it does.
Just because.
My evasion was a 7.
It does 25 physical damage, and armor is only half as effective against this damage.
Okay. I
So you're taking both.
Yeah, let's see, that's a lot.
I marked a
lot.
stress.
If you take both, that's 50 damage with your armor only half.
Yeah.
But I automatically reduce it by my armor.
4.
So that's 42.
46.
It's okay.
4 for each of them.
Okay.
42.
Okay.
But then it's 21 for each of them. So I would mark my severe is 17. So I would mark 3 HP and an armor slot.
Got 3 HP and an armor slot.
I can't take yours too, Mogar. I'll die.
It's alright.
All right, so 25 to both of you.
Gross.
You got all that figured out?
I'm going to use my brace ability. When I use an armor slot to reduce incoming damage, I may also spend any number of hope. For every hope that I spend, I reduce the incoming damage by the value of my proficiency.
Okay. And just remember, when you use that armor slot, your armor score is only half.
Yeah. Wait, does that count for the hope part too?
No, because the hope is based
okay.
on your proficiency.
Okay, cool.
How much help you got?
Less than you did a moment ago.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
your proficiency
Wait,
is 2,
why?
right?
Proficiency 2, I'm at 6 hope, so I can 12. How do we?
25.
25.
Oh, okay, good. That's
Okay,
half.
when I take damage from a
So
creature
13.
in melee, never mind.
Yep.
13.
You said he was at 10 feet in the air.
He is very close to you and Mogar. You guys got your damage taken care of?
And what made us reduce our evasion and our armor? Is that lasting, or is that only for
It
this attack?
has a passive effect known as Never Misses, that all evasion scores are halved against its attacks.
Okay.
Seems
This
pretty.
particular attack also halves your armor. Just this attack.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I did it.
You got yours? How about you two, Locke? Got your damage?
Yeah.
Alright, it will use its last action with another fear to have the lights begin again.
Last attack.
As these lights begin to dance in your visions, Jax, Mogar, and Tulok, I need all of you to please make an instinct reaction roll.
Sorry guys, I got it once.
Okay. Okay. Reaction.
Correct.
I'm gonna ask Octavia to speak through me the calming words that you need to hear during a bad trip, so that the lights don't overdo it on my brain.
Okay?
I'm
You're
gonna
spending a hope to
I'm
use
using a hope to
experience.
use my experience.
I'm gonna use a hope to use damn my good looks, because it's trying to use my brains, and I use my good looks.
I don't use my brains, I use my beauty.
So as it's I just shake my hair at it as
Just
hard
shake
as
the
I
hair
can.
down so it covers your head.
No!
Can't see your huge.
I don't know what
Then
else
you do the
to
bend and
do.
snap so that your eyes are, you know.
So you also spend a hope to have an experience.
Yes.
We got Mogar.
13.
I crit!
Woo!
I crit.
Success.
15.
Fail.
Damn it!
Both of you.
I'm out of hope. I'm a hopeless man.
Yeah, I'm
You're out of hope?
I'm hurting
Yeah.
too.
No.
Okay.
Both of you on a fail add a token to the action tracker. And this flicker fly learns one of your greatest fears. What is that fear? Mogar? What's your greatest fear? Or at least one of them.
Heights.
It's a big guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say, heights?
Yeah.
As you suddenly, with the dazzling lights coming off of this shiner, the sandstorm is starting to clear up. You can see the walls pressing in of the shiner armies around, and you can't help but just stare up at this sandstone mountain and how tall it goes up into the sky. And you feel that kind of vertigo feeling, your stomach kind of lurching a little bit as this fear begins to realize itself in your mind. Jax?
I have a fear of the open ocean. So standing here in the gigantic open desert where we were watching the like waves of shit it just looks like the open ocean, and I just think, yeah, I'm gonna drown.
And you just spent a few days on a ship.
Sailing through sand. I'm very confused.
You can almost see a turbulent ocean, waves crashing in a storm in this shiner's eyes as the three triangular eyes look down towards you and Mogar. It now knows both of your fears. It'll be important to know maybe later on. That is all of the shiner's activation, the flicker fly's activation, putting the action back onto all of you.
I can probably Mystic Feather it now.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Cool. I tried to use it.
Okay?
Step's still leveled. You guys like having little fear moments here.
Yes. Full panic.
A sort of jagged bolt of crystal white light lances out towards the thing, the shiner.
The fucker.
Let's say. Although,
Fly.
I'm burning through hope here.
Yeah, same dude.
Yeah.
I'm out now.
Yeah.
Got their main rolls.
I'm trying.
I have faith in you guys.
That is pretty freaking good.
Woo.
26 with hope.
There you go. As your spell succeeds.
Wow.
And the when it hits when the light hits the Shiner, it sort of branches out in innumerable directions, and the Shiner is encased in a net of glowing crystalline energy all across its form, and it to the ground and is restrained
Excellent.
And is restrained. Okay?
and marks distress.
And marks the stress
Correct.
Damn.
You stressed a little fucker.
as
Stressing them
you
out.
tether it to the ground.
I
Restrained target cannot move.
Yeah.
You sleeping?
oh yeah.
Don't be nightmare.
We're all dreaming.
And I move forward. I'll do that though.
It's okay. It's okay. I would love to use the Belt of Unity with you two and spend the 5 hope on that and then give one of you a compliment to give us back 3 hope afterwards.
Okay.
A triple team on our restrained monster.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good. What are we doing?
I don't know.
We gotta do something really,
Jazz.
really, really impressive. Though.
Very creative.
So no pressure.
Much
Something
more creative than
super
our last
creative.
Unity belt.
We hit it.
We hit it real good.
I mean, it's what we do. I will run up to the fly.
Oh, somebody just unplug the TV. Can somebody please plug the TV back in? And maybe put dogs somewhere else that aren't unplugging wires.
That's crazy.
Sorry folks at home, we'll get the map back for you in just a moment.
Yeah, it's too far back.
Nope. Come on.
We have a new foster dog. She's learning the ropes.
It's loud.
So I need to turn it on.
Yeah, it's in the right hand corner. You gotta like reach under the tape, under the. It's
Sorry.
awkward. I can get it because you have to kind of feel for it.
I get it.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did it.
She's lying to you.
So as we're resetting that,
Instinctively said no.
I know there's all that screen.
okay, how do we do our tag team?
So I'm thinking I grab a leg.
Okay. So you gotta run up.
Yeah.
And grab a leg. Mogar, you like to do your flying jumping stuff, right?
That's true.
I'll grab a leg and snap it so it also can't. No, I'll take a wing and I'll rip a wing. My little tiny form, I run up and I jump on the one of the wings there. Or I hit it with my hammer, technically, because I hit it with my hammer.
Technically.
That's how my
Hit it
dice
with a
roll.
hammer.
I can hit it from up top.
Well, it's not mine. I wrote it down to the ground.
Sure.
Yes, it is
It is
on the
not fun.
ground.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You can get a boost from 2 lock.
Are you closing the distance, Jack?
Yeah.
Jax? Alright.
Yeah, I'll give you the boost.
Tadika is also running up to close the distance with you. Her bladed arms out.
Woo! Okay, but I can only do 3 people in the Belt of Unity.
It's okay, she just gives people advantage.
Oh, okay. Nice. And I throw Mogar in the air and then just swing down on a leg that is near me.
I figured you could uppercut it with the hammer from below, and I'll strike it from the top at the same time.
Got you.
Sounds
Mhm.
good.
As I come running up and I actually throw my hammer before I get to it and it
This
hits
is-
him right in his fly jaw.
You are spending 3 hope
Yes,
To tag
I'm spending
team.
5 hope
5 hope to
on the
tag
Belt
team
of Unity.
the 2 of them.
Yep.
You go to grab one of the wings, you're getting launched off Tulok's shell, and you hack at one of the legs.
Yep.
We go for the head.
All 3 of you
We go to what we said, but yeah,
It's
exactly.
Fine. It's fine.
can make your attacks and then choose which one of the rolls you want to use.
Ding a ding a ding. It's not gonna be.
Look at it. Look how close that was. Look how close that
that's
was.
pretty good.
You don't have advantage for this.
Oh, okay.
21 plus 3, 24
Over
fear.
16 fear.
You're
24 fear. It's not looking good.
Alright, well, 24 with fear then.
Using 24
So,
with fear.
24 with fear.
You successfully hit the flicker fly.
We're all a little scared. It's a little scary so far right here. 7, 12, 16. I got 16.
I also got 16.
Hey.
32.
2.
50.
46.
Actually,
47.
7.
And
25. I don't know math no more. I'm sorry.
57? You said 25? 57 damage. Alright, it is going to use its reaction for its uncanny reflexes as it marks a stress to do so.
at the end of my turn, I will compliment Jax on her sweet moves and tell her there's no one that can swing a hammer like you. And then you get 3 hope and I get 3 hope.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Just double check how tag team works, because if you spent the hope, I think it might be someone else's turn that you are tag teaming with them.
Once per session, you may spend 5 hope to lead a tag team action with 3 PCs instead of 2.
Right, and I'll read tag team on the player guide. Because I think the person spending the hope, it's not their turn. They're spending hope to help someone on their turn.
But it's my...
Oh, so like you can, yeah, so if you want to tag team with me, instead of using 3, now you can add 5 and have Mogar join us.
Yeah.
That's, yeah. So it would technically be my turn, and you did it to me.
That's why I'm asking you to read it, because I do not know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking you to read tag team.
Each player can choose 1 time per session to spend 3 hope and initiate a tag team roll with another PC.
Okay,
Done.
there you go. Alright, so it is using uncanny reflexes to reduce that to 28 damage, which is major damage.
Yeah, major
And
damage.
as it takes damage within close range, you begin a countdown.
What is the countdown?
If it gets to 1, we'll find out. Right, it gets to 0, I should say.
The final count.
Alright. You did your end of turn. You gave hope all around at the end of your turn.
Yep.
Yep.
That puts the action on to Dead Flickerfly. Alright, it will. Trying to get this where you can see all of my resources. For those of you at home. Let's see it there. Countdown die, fear, action tracker. Alright, so it's, for those of you following along at
Jax.
home, Jax, Yvain, Tuni, Dula, 7 foot 12. Alright, it is going to. Sumi hasn't even done anything yet.
I mean, stabbing wouldn't be easy for me to do.
All right, it is restrained. Can't forget that. It is a temporary restraint, right?
Temporarily restrained.
Yeah, I mean,
Although you might hit. You hit that.
Alright, so it is going to use one action to end the restrained condition.
Is that all it takes? That's really frustrating.
That's really frustrating.
That's how all temporary conditions work.
No, I'm not saying that to you, I just like.
I mean, it's wasting a whole action. If it didn't have the ability to act 3 times, that's its whole turn.
Yeah.
But now it's using one of its 3 to remove it.
I know, I just feel like it should make a roll.
Yeah, it should.
It might in the new rules, I don't know. In the playtest, it just uses an action.
The nails are so loud.
So that was one of its actions. Its second action, yeah, I got enough. It goes for its whirlwind attack. As it starts to fly and hover once again into the air, the 2 lower wings slice down like blades again as it begins to twirl, slashing down at Jax, Mogar, and Tulok. Which your evasion scores are halved for this attack. It is 11.
3. Yeah. No, that's still
Yeah,
good.
if it was halved, if it wasn't halved, yeah, that wouldn't.
This guy's a real asshole.
I know.
And Tulok's was 7, so that's also going to hit her. This one, again, your armor is in half for this attack as well.
What's half of 7? 3?
Is going to be 14 physical damage.
What? Okay, wait, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it rolled almost max damage on the first one.
Okay, nice. Not so nice, but nice.
So 14?
Yes.
I just made this new armor.
And we will, let's just make a note that Tulok is going to be taking 14 damage. I feel like that's going to get reduced to 0 though, based on her abilities. It has a final action remaining.
Yes, I think it's just done. It's just gone.
Yeah.
You just ended it?
Just ended it. I'm curious about temporary.
What is
As it flies out of your melee range.
Hold up. I have something.
Okay.
Attack of opportunity. If an adversary attempts to leave my melee range, I make an agility reaction roll against their difficulty.
Go for it.
And then, yeah.
And then you choose which option you want.
And it just
Yes.
left our melee range. You can just left your melee range if that matters to you at all.
I'll get no for agility roll.
Oh boy.
19?
19 is going to hit.
Nice.
Can you kneecap him?
Yes, I can keep him from moving.
That's the option you're using?
Yes, the option I'm using.
How does Mogar stop this massive tiger from, as you see it locks on to Suni and Yavain behind you, how do you stop it from
I will
going for it?
chuck my quarterstaff right into its wing, piercing it.
No damage, correct?
No damage, nothing like that.
Got it. Alright, so you see this shiner trying to take flight and aim for the squishier members of the party in the back as Mogar just leaps up stopping this thing from going after Yvain
I
and
could move
Sumi.
with them.
You got your damage taken care of. So it will use its last action in frustration to attack Mogar.
That's fair. This is gonna suck.
With this attack, it does fly up out of melee range. And it got a 6 to hit. The nation
No.
is halved.
Beats it, beats it? I'm at 6 then.
Yeah, meets it, beats it.
I get hurt.
As it slices down at you,
Wait, it left a melee range again, though.
it did.
Damn, I feel like it's a little too much. I already kind of like.
You only have one reaction.
Yeah.
Oh,
That is going to
is it a
be
reaction?
32 physical damage.
Oh,
I mark a stress.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Like shit, Mogar.
Armor's half too,
I
so.
feel
Yeah,
like shit.
I know,
Armor.
but he's gonna die.
It's worth its full value against this attack.
Oh, okay.
It's a
No.
whirlwind attack that it halves your
Oh, okay.
Okay, well,
Against a
I
single
reduce
target.
it by 9, which makes it 23.
Mm-hmm.
Reduce it by my armor again, which makes it
And you're reducing it by your strength trait, too,
14.
right? And your shield?
Yeah.
That's part of your shield.
It's already
ability.
in my armor.
Final is basically the same. If an adversary is affected by a temporary condition, the GM can use their move to spotlight the adversary and show how they
It
clear the
hasn't
condition.
been.
This doesn't require a roll, but does use that as
When
a
you use the
spotlight.
ability, reduce the
If the story of the
damage by
GM
value
will clear
to
the
your
condition
strength
outright
trait.
instead. Special conditions are clear only when specific requirements are met, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's another way that, like, the NPCs work differently than the PCs. It's a temporary condition. You all have to roll to end it. An NPC just activates for
Basically, I'm
Spotlight.
So now you
imagining
have all those
that,
extra
like,
things for, like,
Flex
you.
its magical power and burst free of the restraints or whatever.
Oh,
something like
Yeah,
that.
you can reduce
Yep.
it by 3 too, right? Because your strength is 3, right?
Yeah, and again, like, if this
I'll just
wasn't
take back one of my
a solo
things
encounter
then,
that it
if I
gets to
didn't-
activate a
didn't do
bunch,
that.
like, that's its whole turn.
Right.
But because this gets multiple activations. Yep. So it has done all 3 of its activations, 1 to release itself, 1 to whirlwind, and 1 to attack Mogar. Action is back on all of you.
So we're aiming to kill this thing, not just run past it at this point.
okay.
Are we? Like, which
I
one are we
mean,
doing?
You know, it's pretty gross and Shiner-like. And
I mean, we can wait for you to get up to us to run
Well,
away
like
from
I
it,
said,
like.
do I want to just run and do a ability roll, or do I want to run and try to like throw
I
some
don't
magic
think it
or
will
try to kill
follow
it?
us. So I think we should run and
Yeah.
kill.
I think, yeah.
Don't not run in order to kill, but don't not kill in order to run. You know?
this is definitely giving Big
That is
Mamool.
what I was asking.
Big what?
Big Mamool, right?
This big mamool?
Right? Isn't Mamool
So you could
the
just look
bad
to the
guy?
sandstorm. This is not the Mamool!
Oh, I mean
It's just a
like
bug.
Mamool follower. Oh, it's just a bug. Okay.
I think
Alright.
it's just a shiner. That's just a gigantic shiner.
Okay.
I
I
would,
think, I don't know.
You want to let Sumi go?
I would like to run
Mm-hmm.
slightly.
I would like to run a bit.
A jog.
And then since I have to do an action,
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of out of good options.
That's never good.
You know what, shoot it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do a basic shot because I want to do a fireball, but it's gonna make everybody else just because the way it's worded. So
Yeah.
I can take it. No, I can't.
it's my staff is far range.
You are well within range.
Yes.
You have advantage on
think
this
that's
roll as
why we
Tadeka
hyped
is
them
jumping
last
up,
instead.
slicing at this thing, distracting it from you.
Okay.
Yes, so you roll a d6 and add it
Oh, okay.
to your total.
Okay. With here.
22 hits.
Her neighbor is the one that has the house made
Oh wait, that was even more than whatever, it doesn't matter. Hits. 15 magical damage.
15 magical damage is a minor. And the countdown ticks down.
Oh boy.
And with a fear, the action comes right back over to me. So let's spin the fear to get 2 more tokens. It's
Very fearful fight right now.
Yeah,
it already
we all did it.
already outside of your melee range. It flies over to get between.
It left my melee range?
It left your melee range last turn.
Yeah. I had to walk the dog.
Did you get something, Ruby?
Yeah, I thought.
You were actually here because I loudly said,
Yeah,
it leaves your melee range, and
Yeah.
Mogar took it.
That's good.
Anyway,
I'm glad he did.
Yeah, I had the opportunity.
it
was outside.
flies over to here, and it will spin the fear as the dazzling lights begin to flicker down its insectoid form. Using its mind dance ability.
Oh.
Freaking mind dance abilities and baloney. Everybody?
Everybody but you. Depending on what your vein's reaction to this is.
Well,
You want to do
That
one?
card went to the
How-
vault, didn't it?
quickly can I pull a card from my vault? Is that instantaneous if I mark the stress?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's instantaneous if you mark a stress.
I mark the stress. That's pretty.
Well, however many stress its recall cost is.
Yes, I know. I couldn't figure out how to get it actually into the vault in Demiplane without swapping. So, but
Yeah.
it's a 2 stress recall cost. So I mark the stress.
Okay.
And do it again.
Make your roll.
Battle mage. 19.
19 is a success, as again, the lights from your staff, the lights from this shiner kind of meeting in the middle, washing each other out, dims the effects. So,
Stressful.
they will use an action and another fear to keep doing it. So Suni and Yvain both make instinct reaction rolls.
To keep doing it.
It just does it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So rude.
Instinct reaction.
Running out of fear though.
Okay. 21.
Success.
No, 23.
Success.
Prayers.
The flicker fly learns one of your greatest fears. What is it?
Vestian dying in a horrible way in front of my eyes. And I can't do anything.
In these red eyes, you see that image of Vestian dying a horrible, grisly death. You unable to get to her to do anything about it. And then it will use... Yeah, let's do it. I'll use another fear, get 2 more action tokens to use both of those for a whirlwind attack against Yvain, Suni, and Jax. Because it's in the air, it can't hit Mogar. So just the 3 of you.
You can hit me and not you.
The mechanical effect of the lights,
It's the mind like things that was
it
counterspell.
learns your greatest fear.
Okay. And it does what with that?
Hold on to
To be continued.
Okay. Just trying to understand why I'm comfortable.
I would say,
And we don't know what happens. I don't think it's happened yet, right?
I mean, in general, like, if it's trying to learn your fears, not letting it learn your fears isn't a bad idea, but it is like, because it has so many activations, it is just kind of like, okay, you counter that one, I do it again.
Got it.
So, it's tricky balance.
Because what if it learns all of our fears and then we kill it?
And the fears die with him.
And then
Yeah.
we join
That'd be great.
forward.
That'd be great.
I don't think that's what it
Alright,
is.
so the attack
Probably
against
yeah.
Yvain, Suni, and Jax, your evasion is
Something like
halved. And it gets an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Your armor is halved for this.
I think I'm about to go down.
Oh no.
No, no,
is
don't do that.
20 physical damage.
No, that's so fun. I'm just kidding. That's all my armor.
What's your armor score?
4,
Two.
but I don't know how to do the math.
So if you mark a slot, you subtract 2 from the damage.
Oh, so it's just double armor slots. Instead of just taking 1, it would take 2.
No, it takes 1, and rather than subtracting 4, it subtracts 2.
Oh, so the armor's just less effective
Yes.
in the little thing.
Your armor score is halved.
Okay. It just doesn't have that in the calculator.
Does it come over to us?
Physical damage?
20 physical damage.
This is what it is.
Well, yours is 2.
Yeah, it's half.
That is one of the, and I know I've mentioned this before, but in the official rules, you mark an armor slot, it reduces a threshold.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no numbers.
So much better.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
this
gosh.
is really confusing.
Wait, what?
I mean,
That's
it's
just minusing
20.
it from, yeah, you're just taking your armor slot and minusing it from 20.
But she usually uses the calculator and she can't do that right now.
Because the half.
So what, your armor score is 2, how many armor slots do you want to use?
Yeah, that's 2,
what's your
4,
major
6, 8, 10,
threshold?
12, 14, 15, 18, 20.
Minus 7, maybe there's 11.
Right? Am I doing that wrong?
Yeah.
No, your major threshold. There's no minor threshold, there's just a major threshold.
Okay, see, I'm always confused. Alright, major is 7.
Okay, and how many armor slots do you have?
6.
So if you use all of them, you could reduce it to by 12, putting 8 damage through, which would be 2 hit points.
So all of my armor's gone, and then I also take 2 hit points.
What's your severe threshold?
11.
If you used 20, if you used 5 of them, it will reduce it to 10 damage. So you will take, you'll still do 2 hit points, but you'll have 1 armor slot remaining.
Is it?
Because you have 1 armor slot remaining, it's still within your major threshold. If you have 2 armor slots remaining, you're gonna take 3 hit points.
I guess I was just wondering why the math was different that time around, because it sounded like it was using all armor slots.
Yes.
And then you take 2 hit points.
Yes, so the first time I was trying to figure out, if you use all of your armor, what's the best you can do? And the best you can do is major damage.
Oh.
So there's no point to use all of your armor, you need to get it just below the severe threshold. And that's 5 of your armor slots, gets it to 10 damage, which is below your severe. So you're still taking 2 hit points, but you have the 1 armor slot remaining.
And
Yeah.
this is simplified in the actual official version.
The actual one, you say, I mark an armor slot, I reduce it by 1 threshold.
That sounds clear. Okay. Then I'll just do almost all of my armor.
You could also just leave 2 armor slots, and then you mark 3 hit points.
That doesn't seem wise right now.
Okay?
If it's like severe damage.
But the other thing is, even though the math is simpler, you can only ever mark 1 armor slot.
Oh,
So if it's severe damage, the best you can do is
Yeah, I
get
don't
it to
like
major.
that. That's silly.
Wait, what?
that's crazy.
Yeah,
You
so
can
you,
only ever mark 1 armor slot. You can only knock it down by 1 threshold.
Yeah.
But like you automatically do an armor without marking a slot, and then you can mark your 1 armor slot.
Wait, is that right now?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
But when
I was
Yeah.
like, I've been cheating. I've been cheating so bad.
So 6 through the hit points.
Do you want easier math, or do you want to die faster?
But we
It's
will
not
die.
really, it's
We will die.
it's about equal.
Does it change
In the
how
long
many
run.
armor slots we get versus hit points?
Armor will be based on what armor you're wearing. I believe.
Yeah, we're gonna be taking
I haven't
armor
really read the rules. I just know the math is way simpler, but it also means you only get to mark one slot at a time. You can never say, I'm going to use
That
2
seems
slots,
like we always get
unless you
more
have
than-
a thing to do something about it.
Interesting. Well, that'll be cool to see, I guess.
So like unless it's like my minor is 8, if it was a 7.
But your thresholds will probably change too.
That would make more sense then.
Yeah.
I don't know all the nitty-gritty details. I just know it'll be simpler math-wise and simpler in the fact that you don't have to think about how many you're using because you can only use the one, and it marks it down by 1 threshold. Either way, that's when we transition. Right now, we're still using beta playtest. Everybody has marked their armor and their hit points.
They mark their hit points.
Me too.
It is out of activations. The action is back on all of you.
Wait, how many hit points did I take?
I would like to
Didn't take any.
cast.
I know.
I would like to cast Healing Hands. Oh wait, Mulgar's not in melee with me.
He is not.
Well, it's like 10 feet above me. It's out of melee range, right?
It is.
I'm gonna scoochie over to Mulgar and cast Healing Hands on him.
Okay.
Melee range.
Got it?
Ooh, that's nice. 13 plus 3 is 16, which is a success. So you can either do 2 hit points or 2 stress.
2 hit points.
Did you take any hit points?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hope or fear?
Hope.
Take a hope.
Here we go.
Action is still on all of you.
I think it's fire attacks I might heal
Oh, okay, you gave me hope.
as well, healing hands.
Okay. What does your healing look like?
I reach into a pouch and I pull out a needle. Okay, hold still. and it starts ticking low with like where I went and lay. I'm like holding the staff in the other hand. No, okay. And then she has a touch.
Okay.
Another action there.
That is a 17 with fear. So you heal 2 hits. Or 2 stress, whichever you want.
That's weird.
I know.
And I also move a little bit around that thing.
Clockwise or counterclockwise?
Clockwise.
Right.
It's gonna do something mean, and I don't like it.
Is my
So that what?
So it's gonna do something mean, and I don't like it.
Did you fear?
Josh is always
I did
mean.
hear.
You did fear.
Yes.
it does fly down closer to the ground.
Do you have enough stress?
Yeah, I did. I'm all stressed.
Do you need a potion? We should make potions in our long rest. If we ever don't need to heal.
It does fly down closer to the ground to get all of you within very close range.
That's so sweet of him.
Well, actually, Suni is out of it. Shubak is in, Jax is in, Mogar is in, Yvain is in. It has to spend 2 of its actions to do a whirlwind attack against everybody but Suni. It's a 15 to hit.
Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're all halved.
Yeah. So did you roll it too?
Yeah, right.
Drill 1.
Dang it.
Two.
I could've shielded you.
Oh, how do you shield people?
Do you also have eye on your shield?
You have Pegasus?
I'm very close to you.
You are very close.
Oh, alright, let's see how,
I'm very close to you.
Don't stand. Don't stand so. Don't stand so
So
close to
Suni, you are
me.
doing something in reaction to this?
Wait, it isn't a reaction, so I'm not
Yeah, once per long
I
rest,
can do
spend a
that,
hope
right?
to completely negate any incoming damage from a single attack on you or an ally very close to you.
Okay.
So I can do it, even though it doesn't explicitly say that.
What does it look like when you do this as the winged blades come slicing through your party again?
I also need to be adding my proficiency.
How do you arcanely deflect
I don't like
this?
it. I don't like it.
It's not adding anything to it.
Nope, consent is important. And then a big sweep with my hand, which makes like an arcane shield come up over.
The long war blades slap against it just in front of Yvain's face.
I did not know you could do that.
So everybody but Yvain
Oh, I guess I can add it.
takes 18 physical damage,
It
in which your armor is halved.
Okay, well, now I'm almost done.
That's not cool.
Is it our turn?
Not yet, I'm just waiting for everyone to finish their math.
Mine was very easy.
What was the math?
18 physical damage, your armor is half as effective.
I could maybe get into melee if you try to do this.
I have a potion. There's only 4 hit points, but it's better than nothing.
These four.
I have a my health potion, me clear 1d4, but it could be 1 if it's collaborate.
Everybody got your damages figured out?
Yeah.
15. 15, she said.
18.
18.
It was 18
Okay.
total.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
still trying to figure out how to make sure I have the right armor
We
score
need
in
him
here.
right now, actually. Call for Daddy Destin.
I think we have to solve
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah, wait, he's taking care of the whole
It's a
battle.
problem. It's a big problem. How bad is this thing looking?
Probably nothing.
Got some work to do still. There, I am going to use the fear to get 2 more action tokens, as it is going to
Do you
activate.
need me to take your...
Doesn't have Yvain or Tulak yet.
What
Oh,
about
I'm out of
tomorrow?
fear, so I can't do that.
I did it. I did my math. I
Good
did
job.
it all by
Good
myself.
job.
Yeah.
You.
That is impressive.
Yeah. Once in a while. Do my additions.
You do your
It
I do my additions.
flies over
You and me together.
out of melee range and will use its last 2 actions to attack Tulak and Mogar.
Why?
1 on Tulak is a 21 to
Could
hit.
you leave us alone?
1 on Mogar, evasion is halved, is a 13 to hit.
Why?
Yeah, yes.
Strange patterns. Where was it? Here.
Should have said that.
You do.
Yes.
Yeah, the one where you pick it up.
I second.
If I use all of my armor slots, does that mean my armor's broken?
Yeah.
Until you can use a rest to fix it.
Yeah.
So I can't reduce my stuff by my armor score if I've broken my armor.
Yeah, I remember those things.
Yeah.
But,
Alright,
I don't know.
give it to me. What's the number?
I'll figure it out. Okay, it is 24 physical damage in which your armor is completely effective against.
Completely effective.
It is not halved.
That's
Oh,
huge.
okay. Okay.
Sorry, that was 24 on you, Mogar. On Tulak is, because these are 2 separate attacks.
I'm spent.
31
That's
physical.
it. I'm deep in red.
Pokemon, like,
Wait, it was
Yeah,
different numbers on each
it
of
won't
us?
go
Yours
away.
was 31.
Of course it was.
1 HP the dream.
Oh boy, we might get TBK before we get inside
I
this
know.
thing.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's
This
real nice
is-
playing with you
Yeah.
guys. Jax was fun, but you know.
This is all of its activations. It cannot activate any further.
I should have been unstoppable.
I drink a fucking healing potion.
Please call.
You can drink a healing potion. You can see
I will take your damage.
the Arid Despot is still out in the sandstorm fighting other Shiners nearby. The army of Shiners is quickly closing in around you, narrowing down the gap that you have. You did see this Shiner Flickerfly coming out of one of the holes in the Great Mound, but there are many holes. Some might be small enough that you could get in and it can't, but it is a chance. It is not a guarantee.
I'm willing.
The action is on all of you. Jax drinks the potion.
We have a chance. Well, I'm willing, Ham.
I am in critical need of healing, so I need to drink a potion.
I'm screaming internally.
I would also love a pee and tactical discussion break.
Yeah.
I don't know how we feel about
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah, I'm down for a
So
break.
let's take a quick tactical discussion break.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
To help our heroes overcome this nearest obstacle, we will take for them all to be in the sand and figure out how they're going to survive this one. We will come right back into this exciting battle to get into the Great Mound in just a few minutes. Thank you all out there for watching along with us. Sorry for the things getting unplugged in the middle of streams. New dogs in the house learning the new rules. We will see you all in a few minutes. And we are back with a very well formulated plan that is definitely going to save all of their lives. The action is on all of you as this Shiner Flicker Fly hovers above. The armies of Shiners starting to close in, the Red Sea coming crashing down upon you. What would you all like to do?
You can do.
Before and has very elaborate text. It just says Armor Stitcher. Use this to spend any number of hope to repair that many armor slots. I have 3 hope. I'll use 3 hope to repair 3 armor slots.
Okay?
And
that's a one-time use, so it is gone now.
oh,
That's okay. That's okay. This is a good moment to use it. That's a good moment to use it.
okay. And then my second part of my turn will be to become unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Okay, are you moving?
I'm on it at the moment.
You are.
Jump
Just
on
leave
it. So I'm gonna stay on it.
Okay.
And I guess if I'm doing all these things, I might as well also just confirm I do not have a potion that will help me with my health.
Yeah.
Oh, are you near me?
I'm coming.
But you're not there yet.
Ew.
We don't need to go to that.
Ew.
Stop mansplaining.
This is getting me very excited.
Okay, that's the end of my turn. Okay, we're done.
I do imagine.
Okay.
Okay, all done.
That is your main phrase. Okay!
Jack?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm stealing into my character.
So I'm gonna look over at Mogar and I'm gonna say, let's fucking go.
Okay.
Let's fucking go. And I kind of lean down to give you a boost to lift you up as we tag team.
Okay.
And I lift you up so you can smack the motherfucker down as I go up, and we smush his stupid little
Would you
face.
say you boost me into the air?
I can totally do that if
That's
you want me to.
awesome. We'll let
You're spending the hope for a tag team?
I'm spending the hope for a tag team.
Can I spend the stress to boost off of as well during that?
Sure.
Cool. Let's see if I take it. I do.
You got any Slayer
One
dice
of
yet?
these days.
I'm out of hope.
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh, because yours is...
Yeah, when it's full, and then when I roll with hope, I get to add it. But if I'm full
the
and I just
official
get
release, anytime you get hope, you can choose. Is it a Slayer dice, or is it
That's
a
what I
hope?
wanted this whole time.
And then at the end, any Slayer dice you have left over, turn into hope.
Man, if I-
Anyway, you spend 3 hope for a tag team, boosting Mogar up. Mogar
As we
spends the
fearlessly,
stress,
I
takes
do.
the stress.
I do.
as we fearlessly, in the face of death,
Mm-hmm.
kill this motherfucker.
That's right.
Both rolls, choose which one you want to use.
It's not for blue. It's not for you.
14, 17 with hope.
21.
You, 21
All right.
with hope, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Mulgar gets a hope.
I rolled with hope. Do I get a hope?
It's only which
You
roll.
motherfucker.
What are you trying to say?
The Monster Slayer dice.
You hit.
Okay. Ooh, 10. 14,
That's a good girl.
14, 18. I have 18.
Don't get anything.
18 plus.
31.
Holy shit!
That's right. That's right. We're going for the throat. If it has one.
18 and 31.
Somewhere where the
49?
thorax meets the head.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
It
right.
takes severe damage.
And then
It's about
run.
Looking well and truly bloodied.
Right.
As the
Alright.
countdown ticks down.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna blast it and move off. I think.
We're moving at
So
2, I
you said, are
think.
you
Yeah.
moving where you
I
moving?
think I'll run, like, try to run to the other side of the bug. As far as I can
The
go.
top side?
Because I'll have to go over a mountain if I go that way, right?
This way you're going?
Isn't that like a mountain?
There's a dune.
I have to
With the
climb
sand,
over
yeah,
a
right,
dune.
jumping over.
You know,
And
that's fine.
There's a rock formation there. You could take cover in if you wanted to.
That's good. I'll take the cover.
Okay?
Probably
So you
smart.
Mulgar, where you
Yeah.
going?
I would like to land
Do you need to clear stress?
down.
Actually, stress I'm great.
Here.
I'm just
She's
dying.
so sad right now.
I'm just dying, man. I'm cool about it.
No stress, just die.
Octavia can come play me anytime, you know. It is what it is.
I would like to.
She's with me.
You got
Same
it.
distance, but south.
A roll with a success with hope. Action is still on all of you.
Alright, blast it and move up.
Okay.
And this is just gonna be with my staff.
We're giving a catch.
That's a 19 with hope.
Take a hope. You successfully blast the flicker fly.
Yes. Awesome. 15 magical damage.
Bad time.
15 is minor damage.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
You can start to
I
see
still heard damage in that sentence.
cracks in its carapace armor, its wings starting to stutter, its flight becoming a bit more halted, and it counts down
And-
to 3.
When I make a successful strike against an enemy, I may clear 3 stress or 1 hit point. On a success with hope, I may also clear 3 stress or 1 hit point of an ally who is within close range. Does that include Tulak?
Close range, yeah.
Yeah. 3 stress or 1 hit point.
Nice.
A hit point, please.
Cool. Go ahead.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
What does that look like when you use like using the residual wings stuff?
Yeah, and that was a really
Yeah.
rallying potty.
Yes.
Yeah, some of the, that's exactly, there's like a kind of, almost like a backdraft from the crystal, and I, like, literally toss it towards you, and for a moment, there's just this, like, sort of, almost like stretched out beam of energy between you and me, and you feel reinvigorated,
Yeah.
and you see I do as well.
I do.
Yeah.
You do too. Wow.
Yeah. Sunni, you are come?
I would like to move forward.
Are you moving anything? Did you already move
I
your
did.
body?
I moved
Are
the
you
top.
okay back there, Suni?
Action is still on all of you.
Are you stressed at all back there?
Probably. I would like to just move into the agility roll, just keep moving.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
Make your agility roll.
okay.
I wonder if we can just short rest in
Can I?
holes.
I hope so.
Wanna spend a hope?
territory.
Yeah, I want to use nimble and
It's not gonna be long.
We have a couple minutes. I can do lay on canvas, but I need minutes. Oh, no. Once per long rest, I can do two hit points, but I can do it. Oh, I just need hope to do it.
16.
I don't have any hope.
You make it some.
Yeah.
Over fear.
That was hope.
Take a hope.
That works out.
Nice.
You run, catching up to Mogar, the massive flicker fly flying next to you.
Flicker fly flying!
Action is still on all of you.
Yeah.
The
You want to
banya.
attack it?
Someone's gotta smack a bug. Anybody bring a giant fly swatter?
I'll hit a bug. You want to hit a bug?
I'd love to hit a bug, but I'd like to keep my defenses up. But I do have 6 rounds of defenses.
Oh, your defense will stop if you hit it?
But I have 6 rounds of it. I have only hit it once. Have you hit
I'll
it?
hit it again.
Okay.
Right? Because if you hit it, your defenses will go down.
After 6 rounds, yeah.
After 6 hits.
6 hits. Yeah, I can only hit
Every
it
time she
6
does
times.
damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah.
Hit it. Hit it, bitch. Do it.
Okay, I want to smack it.
Okay, it's
I
10
want
feet in the air. How are you hitting it?
I'm a turtle.
Do you need
I'm a turtle.
Do you need me to say don't fuck it up?
She can't
She
reach
got
it.
Her range- her range is
Well, then
made.
I'll
I
move
just
up and
have
I'll
a
hit it.
little falchion.
I'll hit it with my hammer.
You have a range
I
attack?
have, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's not like super long, but it's arranged enough.
Very close.
It's in close.
Oh man,
In close range.
I totally forgot. I can roll an extra damage die and drop the lowest.
Good to know.
So I will move it back into, I guess, melee range to this fucker and hit him.
Okay.
You hit it at close range, right?
Oh yeah, I am close. This is close range to him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then I just throw the hammer at him and I stay out of him.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Wait, is that only for hope die? Yeah.
Oh.
3. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna do the thing. I rolled a 6 with hope. Woo!
You did it!
You failed with hope.
You did
Take the hope.
it!
You take a
Look at hope!
You do.
I marked distress when I did it.
That's wrong.
You told me to do that
No,
last time when I failed with hope.
You fail with hope. You get a hope.
That's what I thought, but
You
he
did
told
get a
me
hope, but you also marked distress.
Did you take the hope?
I didn't take the hope.
I'll take the hope.
I'm taking the hope.
Take the hope. Take the hope. You gotta take the hope.
I'm so taking the hope
Once the
now.
reaction roll, you always take the hope. I might just add other things on there.
That was me. Sorry, guys.
You wouldn't get it.
failed.
You wouldn't have hope unless if it was a reaction.
Failed with hope, but I
Alright, action comes back to me.
Oh no.
That's nice plan.
The flicker fly.
It's either you or me.
Oh no, you're not close enough to me.
The flicker
Why are you
fly.
so far
To take her
away?
damage, and everyone ran away from you.
What the French I have one job. I'm a turtle. I'm your shell.
Let me be your shell.
Let me be your shell.
This shiner flies back down into melee, using 2 actions for a whirlwind attack, which will hit everybody but the wizards. Very close range.
The wizard.
Your evasion is halved. 13 to hit.
You hit.
Yep.
I already need to look. I don't know what your modifier is, but you hit every time.
Yeah.
It is 16 physical damage, which your armor is only half as effective against.
That's it.
That's it.
I'm dead.
You too?
Yeah. I'm dead.
Oh boy.
Are you dead too? Okay.
This as this shiner comes in for an attack, you can see the attacks are weakening, its armor cracking and breaking. This is an opportunity to highlight Daggerheart as being narrative-full.
Oh my god.
If you want to follow the rules as written, you can both make your death moves. I'll let you know what those are if you choose to do them. You might not be dead, depending on the roll of dice.
We could possibly.
But if you do not want your story to end here, it does not have to. Your story trumps the mechanics of the game. It's up to you. If you want to follow the mechanics and see what happens, you can do so. If you want to continue on the story, we can narrate a way out of this. You don't have to make the same choice. They're both your characters. It's your story to tell.
And the death move, is that on these papers?
No, I have it here. You can, if you choose.
Oh wait.
Yeah, if you choose to make your death move, you go out in a blaze of glory.
Yep.
Embrace death. You take one action, and it becomes an automatic critical success, and then you die. You can avoid death by rolling your hope die. If the value is equal or under your level, you gain a scar. Talk about that if that happens. You drop unconscious, and you're unconscious until the scene ends.
Until one of your allies
Or
clears
somebody
one
clears
or
it.
more of their marked hit points.
Or you can risk it all. Roll the duality dice. If hope is higher, you stay up. If fear is higher, you're dead.
Oh.
Choose life!
I mean, that's what Zero said, I think, right?
Choose
I don't
life!
remember.
Yeah, you went for risk it all.
I risked it all.
And then you rolled a 1 on the hope die, which is what you needed for avoid death.
Yeah.
So you can choose one of these options, or if you don't want your story to end here, you don't want to take that risk, you can say so. Again, this is your story as much as it's mine, so if you don't want your story to end, you don't have to have it end.
You can take different
I just
choices.
want to jump on, yeah. If you had anything in mind, like
Now I'm gonna take it in stride, but like,
So I think Jax would take death full on. It is her fate that this has happened. It's her fate that she's come here. It's her fate that all of this has happened and how she got into this moment right here.
She did imprint a vein with Octavia.
Yes. So she knew something was going to happen today because she made me try to save somebody's life. This wasn't my own. And I think, I don't know if the blaze of glory can do this, but I've been a healing cleric. Is there a way as I die to heal people's hit points as like a not hurting the is that something like I heal everybody 2 hit points or something, as I'm a hopeful, my player's character in general has been a hopeful
That's cool.
being.
What do you have, healing hands? That's the ability you
I
have?
have healing hands and mending touch.
Like a mercy bomb.
What do they do?
So healing hands is a spell.
Mm-hmm. It's a melee range.
It is melee, yeah. So I touch them. I heal 2 hit points if I succeed on the roll. Mending touch is I have to spend time with a person to heal 2 hit points.
So 1 target.
1 target. I heal a hit point for hope. Or give hope. Hit points seem to be a little OP, but to give. And if not, I would go out in a blaze of glory and hit the thing. If that.
If you want to use your blaze of glory action, to amplify
To help my party.
the power that Octavia has already given you. You could go out in a blaze of glory and heal everyone else in the party 1 hit point.
Okay.
If that is what you choose to do. What are you thinking for Mogar? I will say, I don't know if this changes your decision at all. It has 1 hit point.
That sucks.
Hit it.
Or stay alive, man. Whatever.
Or say it. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't want to say that. Like yeah. That's
Yeah,
up to you, bro.
Yeah, avoid death.
To avoid death, you have a slightly. Wait, what are you? You're level 4?
Shit, I could have
Yes,
hit
I
it
am.
instead of helping you
Level
guys.
2 like I was. That's right.
So, avoid death.
Whatever, we'll get there.
Now you tell him.
Avoid death, you'll roll your hope die, and you need to get 4 or lower. So it's a 4 and 12 chance, 1 and 4, 1 and 3.
You do it.
33% chance
You got it.
you survive.
4 or lower.
If you risk it all, it's 50-50. Risk it all is just
Did
roll
you
both.
bring $2?
Risk it all is you roll both die. If your hope is higher, you live. If your fear is higher, you die.
Oh gosh.
Risk it all is you just roll hope. You need to get a 4 or lower, or you die.
Well, the risk it all, you roll. The hope die is higher. Yeah. It could be a 1 and a 2, and you win.
No, risk it all. Risk it all. Yeah.
Roll your duality dice.
You
The
roll
hope
both.
die is higher. Your character stays on their feet and
Correct.
clears the amount of hit points equal to the value of the hope die.
Yeah. So it's basically 50-50. One of them.
Yeah.
Risk it all is a 33% chance that you live.
Hell, you could roll a 12 on your hope die and gain 12 hit points back.
What? Wait.
What is that? If the hope die is higher, your character stays on their feet and clears an amount of hit points or stress equal to the value of the hope die.
Sure
Your
does.
dad's hair. I just, you know.
Fear dies.
And you can divide the hope die value between hit points and stress, however you prefer.
Let the dice tell you. Test
call.
the dice once.
I'm gonna say avoid death, I guess.
You're going for avoid death.
Yeah.
And you are sticking with Blaze of Glory, Jax?
Yeah, I almost just want to hit him as like my end thing instead of healing you guys. Because then at least he's dead and you don't have to use the action. I think instead, I didn't think it was that close to death. I thought we would still need to hit it quite a bit. But if it's like that bad, I'm going to hit it then.
Okay.
But still, like, my place, yeah, I'm still dying, but.
And you're going for avoid death.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go conscious.
So, roll your hope die, Mogar. 4 or under, you live.
Oh.
As the whirling bladed wings of this flicker fly swirl out, slicing through.
Where to find his people?
He was the only one that sweat in the whole team.
There's your weakness!
I know.
What?
Well, outside from you, none of the rest of us sweat.
Oh,
Mogar takes a vicious mortal wound. You can see his blood soaking into the sand around him in the same moment of Jax nearly being cut in half.
Yeah, that's a whirlwind, right? I see him, it's starting to whirlwind up again, and I'm just, like, I know it. Octavia tells me this is the last thing I can do as I climb up the dune, the sand dune to get some height as I jump to try to bashes a big, giant, stupid fly eye in to help my friends.
The rest of you see, as you would kind of be Yvain, you're kind of the only one that has eyes on Jax, as she had gone behind that dune. She's behind the flicker fly from the rest of you. You suddenly see in this whirlwind attack Tulok, as you're trying to shield yourself, looking for allies that you can help as well. You look over to see Mogar fall and the blood starting to spread. You look back to try and find the rest of your party, and you just see Jax soaring through the air. Almost think you can see tentacles coming out of the sky and holding her aloft as she soars across and throws the hammer, cracks into the flicker fly, comes back, throws it again, comes back, throws it again. Its head continues to cave in further as the hammer, like a meteor, just slams into it over and over again, beating it down towards the sand with a final throw towards this shiner flying in the air above you. You see Jax's eyes close, and her body just starts to free fall. At the same moment that the flicker fly's head explodes out, covering you in shiner goo around. Bodies hit the sand.
The bodies hit the sand. The bodies hit the sand.
In this same instant, you do see the tides of shiners that have been split moments before are surging back in around you. You have but a moment to do something.
Into the hole.
Screaming.
Jax! Mogar! We can't just leave him out here!
We have to go! We have to go!
I am dragging you towards the.
You can't pull a turtle.
I am very much have adrenaline.
You see, as you turn back, grabbing on to Tulok, trying to pull her, you see Tereka as well in her iridescent knightly armor, comes up behind, putting both hands up against Tulok's shell as well, and starts shoving you forward. Are you resisting?
I mean,
Go, Mogar. Go. Save the world.
They gave us this moment. Come, please.
I'll come back for you. And what can we, I go.
Feeling the pull of Sunni, Tereka behind you, trying to push you forward, Yvain encouraging you to not let this sacrifice be in vain. You start to put one foot in front of the other. Even as you do so, you see the walls of shiners closing in around you. The excited yells starting to scream out, bestial roars from their throats as they see prey in front of them. And not just prey, but at this point you realize prey that are feeling extremely strong and powerful emotions, calling them all towards you. As they all come swooping in towards you, run for one of these holes. And you can see some of them are smaller, but they're all still big enough that many of these could fit in behind you as you go diving into the darkness within. You can hear more than you can see this crashing tide of shiners closing in on the hole where you are. The light, now that you're in the darkness, this blinding light in the hole itself starts to become shadowed as it is filled with the bodies of these countless shiners around you. And then you hear, vibrating through the earth, another roar. As the Arid Despot swoops in again, clearing that avenue out. The mound that you're in shakes and rumbles as you continue running forward, and feel more than you see as you're almost too hesitant to even look back, just trying to keep moving forward. The tunnel behind you collapses in. Those of you still running, please make an agility reaction roll.
Guess I'll just watch my favorite stream. Fail with Hope.
Twitch.tv/fail with Hope.
Live on Mondays.
Follow.
6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Where player characters die.
12.
Hey,
Fear.
12
how many
fear.
times did Quill die?
It's a reaction roll.
Sure.
9. What do you got?
14.
14. As you all go running in, you hear the Arid Despot behind covering your retreat, advance,
Hard to tell.
penetration, whatever it is. He's a good conduct wrapping around your penetration. As he covers this advance, not only clearing out the shiners behind you, but swiping in and collapsing the tunnel so that at least this tunnel they can't get into. The two of you are restrained beneath the rubble as it comes crashing down on
You
top
guys
of
failed and I succeeded.
you. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You got
Adrenaline.
As Yvain, you
don't
are
have
in the
agility.
front, Tareka running along beside you and kind of like trying to help you keep up the pace with the rest of them. This rumbling crash of the cave-in around you, the tunnel that you're in goes pitch black. You can still hear the chaos, the roars and screams of the shiners outside, the flapping wings, distant through the mountainside at this point of the Arid Despot, and even that low droning buzz of the swarms of desert wasps that are also minions, your peers, to the Arid Despot. All of your hearts pounding in your ears, sweat and blood covering you, your armor, whether physical or manifested in magical forms, shredded and in ruins, similar to your own bodies, as this collapsed tunnel you're in just goes dark and silent. And you were left with just the memory of Mogar and Jax's body out in the sands beyond. We will take a break there and pick up next time, because that was some heavy, heavy shit.
Oh god.
What do you mean? Thanks, Josh. Thanks for killing me.
Time to find two people in a wasp nest for some.
It's not me, it's the shiners! It's my rule! It's not me, people!
Well, Nick, you know, we just wanted to tell you we wanted you out. So
Oh, okay. Yes.
This sucks.
Those of you out there in audience land, thank you for joining us. Sorry for a bit of a depressing ending on this one, but we'll see.
Pagasa, man. That was real Pagasa, Josh.
Pagasa as shit.
Pagasa.
That was Pagasa.
There's the name.
We will see what further hijinks our group can get into.
Bye, Jack.
Bye, Jax.
Oh, now our name is
She's gonna make you cry every time.
No, my next character's name will be Jinx. Don't worry.
Bye, Jax. Damn.
Oh, created
I'm gonna be Bogar.
We'll see what further hijinks our groups come up into, and who knows, maybe there's some random adventurers stuck inside of this Great Mound that they'll run across. We'll see what happens. Next time, in 2 weeks, we're taking next week off. And keep an eye on our social media, because 2 weeks from now might be our transition to full Daggerheart, where we might just sit around and redo our character sheets and talk about the new rules as they apply, like the armor stuff we mentioned before. I will do my best to be as well versed in all of that as I can, to give you guys kind of the cliff notes of what's changing from what we had before, beyond what your character stuff is. So keep an eye on our socials. We'll let you know exactly what 2 weeks from now that session will look like. Other than that, you two will get to make brand new characters in the new Daggerheart system.
a good time to die.
That's why we did
It's
it.
a great time to die.
That's why we did it.
Yeah.
This was all planned.
Until then, we'll see you all next time. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. We'll see you all then.
Bye.
Bye.